Well, I'm Wayne Pearson. Welcome to Ultimate Outdoor Adventures. This week, we're in Punta Gorda, Florida. Now, my friend Rhett is going to be fishing a couple of good-looking young ladies, Melissa and Joey, and his apprentice, Frohlich, is going to join him and help him. We're fishing for redfish, snook, and we may even see a big tarpon.
My name is Captain Rhett Morris, and we are in sunny Charlotte Harbor, Florida at Burnt Store Marina. For the last 12 years, basically, I've been a professional captain in Charlotte Harbor. It's all I do for a living is take people fishing. And I've started an outfitter now with my partner, Frohlich.
The company is called Beyond Borders Outfitters, and basically the idea is we like to think of ourselves as somewhat of a liaison between visiting anglers and the guides that work in this area.
Someone from North Dakota wants to come to Southwest Florida and put a fishing trip together with their family or a couple buddies. They can give us a call or email us and say, you know, we want to come down there and chase a bunch of snook and redfish in the flats, shallow water fishing. We can put the whole trip together for them with hotel recommendations for restaurants. All the details are taken care of. All they need to do is get themselves down here and get on the boat and we go catch the fish.
What I like about this area, it's a very laid-back area. It's obviously nice weather, good people around here.
The fishing has really, it's proved itself to be awesome here, and that's what I love about it. You can't beat the sunsets, and if you miss that blue water, drive 20 minutes and you've got it in Boca Grande. So, it is nice here. I'm a small town girl, and this has everything that I enjoy about life.
Yesterday morning, we headed out of here, and we were gonna try the redfish and the snook.
We spent a little time doing that. We didn't come up with a whole lot. We caught a few catfish, but that was about it.
I talked to a couple other buddies of mine that were fishing that day, and they didn't get much going either, and so we decided to go start putting on the tarpon game and see how that worked out for us, and it was doing well. In the beginning, we got right on the fish, which was awesome because typically with tarpon it can take an hour, 2-3 hours just to get a bite. I actually hooked the fish and gave it to my girlfriend, Joey. The fish took off. She was fighting it, doing a great job fighting it.
130-pound tarpon, not a huge fish, but a nice fish, certainly for some novice anglers.
He's up on top. See him on top out there? That's good, baby. Keep working him. Doing just fine. I hope a big bull shark doesn't come up under him. That fish is ripping that line. Might jump. Get ready. He's up near the top. Don't go down. Wait till he jumps. Oh, he just rolled. That's all. Keep it bent hard. That's it. You slowed him down. I think you might have him now. Get the motor in the water. All right, that's good. He's finally slowing down a little bit. You're doing good, Joey. You're doing good. It's a big fish. You have to take your time.
It was hard. I had caught a fish that was probably about 10 to 15 pounds smaller, and I got it in 30 minutes. The fight in that fish was incredible. I stayed on him. I kept pressure on him. As soon as he took off, I let him run, try and tire himself out, and when he stopped and gave me a chance to pull back on him, I tried to regain some of the line, and he just kept going.
This is the only fish out of the 12 years I've been doing this that people repeatedly come back for all 12 years, just keep fishing tarpon.
Like most people, fever.
That's right. Most people end up losing their keenness on snook and redfish and stuff, but no one ever gets tired of chasing these things because they're all so crazy.
Hey, Joey, if he does change direction, either come at you or come back at an angle, when you go to gain that line back, make sure you don't pump to gain it. Just reel as fast as you can. Okay. Keep that slack out of it.
Yep. All you gotta do is crank like crazy because sometimes he'll like spin and come right at you. Joey, I've known her for a long time, and she's just got so much fire in her for, get up and go and chase the fish and be outdoors. And no matter what it is that we're doing, as long as it's outdoors, we both have a great time. And I think that kind of common ground just stands really strong between us. time when he tries to come up for air, you gotta like either jump down in the bottom of the boat or flip the rod around so that you can put the tip like a foot underwater and really put a low angle on when he tries to get air and just not let him get air, and then eventually you'll tip him over.
You know, the normal technique is to get the fish to where he can, you know, he's a little bit tired and you're changing angles on him and pulling him basically the opposite way.
You just gotta try to put the tip in the water and pull.
And I was really surprised at fighting that fish. My arms were hurting, but I'm pretty stubborn. I didn't want to give in. But after a while, you got to give someone else a shot. An hour and 45 minutes is a long time to, I mean, that's about a 3-hour workout in the gym. So that was good.
As you can see, the redfish and the snook, not very cooperative. So Rhett, being the fisherman he is, decided to go after a big tarpon. He hooked one, handed it to Joey. Joey fought it 1 hour and 45 minutes. We come back, we'll see how Melissa does on that big tarpon. Welcome back to Ultimate Outdoor Adventures. We're in Punta Gorda. We're out there on the flats. Big tarpon on. Joey fought it about 1 hour and 45 minutes. Now Melissa's taking her hand at it. Let's see how well she does.
This is your shot. Don't let him go. Go ahead, girl.
Just don't let go, okay? All you gotta do is stand there and hold it.
And they pull hard, don't they? Is that like being tied to a truck or what?
You don't know what to think.
Do you know, whatever happens, don't go in.
And don't let go of the rod.
Yeah, if you start to go in, we'll grab you, just don't let go of the rod.
Melissa's big tarpon.
Big tarpon experience, straight out of Pennsylvania. Last thing she was looking at was a panfish. What happened? What'd you do? You broke it.
Melissa is a visiting angler and also someone who I've spent some time with recently. We actually met here in Punta Gorda on spring break. Today was her first time ever fishing, and she caught a few snook, and yesterday she got to fight a pretty big tarpon for a while.
That is a nice fish. Oh, he's gonna jump. Oh, he's rolling, there he is.
He's tired already.
Go ahead.
All right, pull up here a little bit. Now put the other hand right on there, if you can. Well, here, come up the front. There you go.
That's it. Stay with him.
Got it?
Just think, you'll be able to go home and tell people that you caught a fish bigger than most people's dogs.
And a lot bigger than yourself.
Honestly, the tarpon scared me to death at first. I was like, don't even let me near that thing. But, you know, they walked everyone through it and came out great.
How you doing up there, Roro?
Oh, it couldn't be better.
My history with my partner Chris, it goes back for at least the last 20 years. Our families have been very good friends for a long time. In fact, when I started my charters years ago, his dad actually let me borrow their family flats boat to run my first few trips before I actually had a boat. So we've been interconnected through the fishing all the way through, and we've just had a blast, and it's really neat that we can kind of come together in the business front and work together to create a new business together.
Well, don't school it, bro, without anything.
You just rolled there. But then he went right back down. You looked good for a second there.
Had him up to the boat one time, had the leader in the rod tip. And finally, that's like a legal catch. Here, Roro, no, here. Grab the rod. Just, you gotta thumb him a little bit more, man. Just a tiny little bit more, just tiny. Go to the right.
Can't.
Or straight up. All right, just back up a little bit. Let me get right here. Or like bring him to me, that's cool. Keep pulling. Woo! 6 That is a big girl right there. All right, we're ready. Put the rod in the rod holder up there. Take that little rod out, put that rod in there. All right, girls, come get right in the middle right here. All right, Roro, get still. Got it? Yep, I got her. There she is.
want to bring the head back down that way?
I'll get the head over here. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is a pretty fish. Sweet. All right, we're gonna do a general release on her. What do you think of that, girls?
You got it?
Is that a big fatty or is that a big fatty? There she goes.
Yes, sir.
3 hours and 47 minutes later and about 7 miles, we finally boated that fish.
What's the estimation, you think?
I'd say, you know, somewhere between 120 and 130. Nice
fish.
solid fish. Oh my dear Lord. Let's take it to the house.
Good God.
Well done, crew. Give me some of that.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to St. Augustine, back in time. Gonna be catching some big tarpon. Welcome back to Ultimate Outdoor Adventures. We're back in time. We're in St. Augustine, one of the oldest cities in the world. We're fishing with Dave Potts. We've got some chum, we're floating it on top, and we're waiting on the big tarpon to come up.
Yeah. Now this is leader line right here.
Yeah, 100-pound mono.
What are you putting a cork on it for?
Keeps the line up above the water, so when they come up on it, if they bump into it, they won't get as spooked.
And you just put one big hook on it?
Yeah, that's a 2/0 treble.
Okay.
Real sharp. And seems to do the trick.
Look at that, look. All the way out of the water. Man, wasn't that pretty? Now that's a trout right here.
Yeah.
Is that the best bait for these fish?
They seem to like it the best.
Really? Of course, we got these bait, and you're blowing him up right here, put air so you'll float.
Mm-hmm. You want everything to kind of stay up on top of the water. So what you're trying to do is simulate a chum line off the shrimp boat as they come up and feed off the back of those boats.
How far back you let that go now?
Middle line, I got to see which bait wants to go where because they want to either go one side or the other. Middle bait I usually let out the farthest. This is probably 40 yards. The next two baits are usually one over here and you know, 20 yards or so.
Okay.
Just kind of mix it up. Sometimes they'll come up right here by the boat and you end up reeling into them, so it's a hard thing to tell where they're going to come up.
That clicker going there. Kind of tells me when he's taking his screaming there. There he is. See him come up and roll.
Nice fish.
Fishing to be right under the boat. All right, coming up.
All right, nice jump.
Right there. Oh man, isn't that
Isn't it
beautiful?
You gotta, hey. Oh yeah, the hook should pop right out there. You get your pliers. Let me help you here if I can. Is there anything attached?
Try and grab underneath it.
Underneath it? Right here in the gill plate. Okay.
Not hurting. That's beautiful.
All right, I got him right here.
Woo, wait. Hey, that's a big fish.
Pretty fish. Let's let him go back. What you gonna do with him here?
Working back and forth, get some water moving through his gills.
Get it? He's gone. Oh man.
Re-release.
As you can see, I caught a couple really nice tarpon using 20-pound line with a leader. We come back, we'll go back to Punta Gorda and we'll see how well the snook bite's going. Welcome back to Ultimate Outdoor Adventures. We're in Punta Gorda, Florida.